Alright, are we live? Looks like we're live. Greetings, everybody! I hope you've all been being good citizens in mine absence. So today, we are going back to Jurassic World Evolution 2. A game I haven't done in a while, checking out all the new updates and features and the DLC and all that fuzz. It's going to be awesome. I mean, right off the bat. Why isn't this working? There we go. Right off the bat, we got us this species viewer. Let's get really boring and look into this, shall we? Yeehaw. And yes, I have a pink breast cancer awareness cup. It's even got the little logo. But, it was my mom's. I think all cancers should be donated to, but I support testicular cancer research. Not that breast cancer doesn't deserve it, or any cancer. Cancer's bad. But I don't have any yellow cups. My mom was bigger on that. But anyway. Alright, so what do we got here? All carnivore, herbivore, piscivore, land, flying, marine, all. Okay, let's look at the carnivores. Acrocanthosaur. I like how... So I did check this out a little bit before. But now we can set our peepers upon it. So it has a pronunciation guide, some of which is incorrect. I'm going to tell you right now, as a paleontologist. Let's listen.
Acrocanthosaurus.
Okay. That is accurate. Let's see what we look like. I wish they had this or something similar when you're actually making them instead of in the main menu. That is a point, like, I think, what's her channel? Evolution Square? I forget, so if I get it wrong, I apologize, lady. She does a lot of this, and she went through all the announcements and updates, and she pointed out that the species viewer not being tied to the incubation center, the species viewer being in the main menu, is a point against it, and I agree. Like, if we want to see what we look like. Okay, so... and you can't hit back. Oh, you can. Okay. But you can't go this way. You can only, like, you can't go left. You can only go right. So that's should be fixed. But let's see what we got here. Oh my. Okay. Oh yeah, and grading. Yeah. Ooh, I hear something. I'll be right back, guys.
Acrocanthosaurus. Acrocanthosaurus. Acrocanthosaurus.
Whoa. Okay, I guess we're back. Hello, everybody. So, some technical difficulties. I had to tinker with the volume. Hopefully, why is not my... There we go. Okay. So, hopefully now, like, you guys won't have to strain to hear or be deafened. I can never get the volume to this thing right. My roommate and I go back and forth about how to do this because sometimes I'll get it right and sometimes I won't, and then I'll have to turn this up or turn that down, and it's never just I can get it where I want it. Anyway, hopefully this is okay for you guys. So we were going through carnivores. Just briefly, I like the lithobates on the pattern it does to his eye. Ooh, and the papurana. Ooh, like, look at that. The lithobates, the Great Sandy Desert looks pretty good. Let's turn off pattern. Because what did he start with? He started with Death Valley. Ooh, the rainforest with the Pilophalax? I am unfamiliar with that word. Interesting. Ooh, that kind of has a bluish pattern to it. What would orange go good with, though? I mean, that one, I like the black eye look there. What's the darker skin? Oh, there we go. Svalbard. Yes, okay, so this is the species viewer. There's a few things here where you can actually go and see like the unique skins, like Toro, from Camp Cretaceous. I do use mods, and there was a mod of the Gigantanotosaurus that I liked, that made it look like the Dominion intro. Was it Dominion? What was the name of the second one? Jurassic World. Fallen Kingdom. So it is Dominion. Okay, yeah, the Dominion intro that showed Rexy. Oh, the Indominus, which I believe actually has a blank pattern. And she has the Yukon. Although she, for whatever reason, they decided to splice in chromatophore control to her. So, okay. With no pattern. So that's the Indominus. Yeehaw. And the Indo, which, interestingly, I could have sworn the Indoraptor had the lithobates pattern. Didn't the Indo have the yellow stripe, not the orange? Although I do like that Papurana. The Indo is just a mean beastie, if memory serves. There was two born, one black, one... Ooh, the mangrove with the Papurana. That be... Ooh, and the green on there, too. That be looking nice. Well, you don't need a pronunciation guide for the Indoraptor or the Indominus because they're completely fictitious. You know, when I first saw Camp Cretaceous, and yes, I watched all of it, I got the Proceratosaurus and the Monolophosaurus confused at first. When they showed that, I'm like, you know, that's a Proceratosaurus. And it turned out it was a Monolophosaurus. I'm like, oh, okay. And this is the pattern they went with, which, there are actually a fair bit of differences between Monolophosaurus and Proceratosaurus. This one you might need a pronunciation guide for. Sciengosaurus. We also don't need one for Scorpius Rex, since that's also fictitious. Yeah, the Velociraptor. The T-Rex is interesting. There was a study done where there is a paper published where they're trying to recategorize different T-Rex specimens into new species, which I had a look at that paper, and I disagree with it. I just, you know, think the evidence is too scant. I mean, it's a stretch as is. I like this because it really emphasizes the frill. On this, although to my knowledge, I do not believe Deinonychus interopus, which used to be Velociraptor interopus, had a skin flap like that. That being said, I like that purple. I just can't decide what it matches with best. Ooh, maybe the Amazon rainforest? Yeah. Dromaeosaurids did not hunt in packs. That's based on one find which again, we don't know if the animals brought, because it was a few Deinonychus around some sauropodomorph, and the Deinonychus around there were, I think, presumed to be feeding on it. But there's no evidence that they killed the animal. They did not use their toe claw to gut you. I mean, sure, they'd scratch with all of their claws if they're fighting for their life. It's not like, oh, gee, this is against civil combat. No, they're an animal. But it was primarily used to hook onto trees. It was a tree spike. They weren't chimpanzee intelligent. Yes, Dromaeosaurus is the smartest of all dinosaurs. And that might be Troodon, but I think it's Dromaeosaurus. But that made it as smart as a modern-day chicken. Genius in the dinosaur world, not so much here. But anyway, so one of the cool things is we got Bumpy. Let's look at Bumpy. I cannot stand the 2001, the Jurassic Park 3. Bumpy, who has, you know, who has a different horn there. Piscivores, I really wish they would not include marine and avian reptiles. I just wanted, which I guess the only, like, piscivore other than those would just be the Spinosaurids, since they were previously Suchomimids, and then some reason after Jurassic Park 3 released, they got the whole family got changed to Spinosaurids instead of Suchomimids. Weird coincidence. Had nothing to do with the popularity of that or anything. Anyway, here's one mod I do have. This is, and I can't remember the gentleman's name, but this is a mod that I use for I did not mean to pause that. There we go. The Tylosaurus prorigor. Which this is based off of the original Tylosaurus from like the 2012 game, which was basically QuickTime the Jurassic Park, the QuickTime. So that's what this is based off of. Which I kind of like. I like it a little better than its base model. But all the pterosaurs here, I wish they would get the pteranodon right. The only like skin they gave us is still I don't know why the camera zooms out, the Jurassic Park 3, which pteranodons did not have teeth in their beak. Oh, that's frustrating. That being said, yes, they're hybrids and they're all weird, genetic abominations of science. Fair. Like they soft reconned in 2015's Jurassic World. None of these are the original animal. Even back in the original 1993 movie, they still mix them with frogs, which in the book is why all dinosaurs couldn't see you if you stood still. But for whatever reason in the movie, they just made it the T-Rex. My speciality, marine reptiles and crocodilians of the Mesozoic, particularly Mosasauridae. Yes, even before Jurassic World, I had a fascination. You should see Sea Dragons, Predators of the Prehistoric Oceans by author Richard Ellis. He did good work on that. Great novel. To my knowledge, he's not a paleontologist, but he knows enough to qualify. I have to say, I do like the Amazon rainforest with the paparana. That looks very tropical. I like that. I dig it. It looks cool, yo. If I was gonna pick any ichthyosaur, my favorite marine reptiles are the mosasaurs, which Tylosaurus is a mosasaur. The mosasaur in this game, or in the franchise, no, there's so much wrong with it, but okay. I do like it, though. I do appreciate the fact that they have a mosasaur, which is now out in the open ocean, apparently eating whales. Ooh, I like the mangrove. Very, very green. Try. Okay, hold on. I need to pay attention to chat. Try turning game volume up to 20 or 30, then lower your PC volume until it sounds good. Once we reach a good equilibrium, remember that PC audio level. That will be your streaming PC volume. Thank you, Varun. Never use any other PC volume level while streaming. I think you mean while streaming. Or it will mess up the equilibrium. Duly noted. Okay, let's test that. Settings. So, audio. 20 or 30. Oh gosh. Okay. And now let me lower my actual PC volume. Down. Let's go to 80. Okay. That sounds okay. The game volume is up there, but yeah, Varun, take it away. Tell me how do. So hopefully that helps. So I raised the game volume from 10 to 30 and lowered my PC volume from 100 to 80, and it's about the same. Anyway, where was I? That's right, I was fawning over the, mangrove forest on this big boy. Which, yes, to me, it's a boy. It will be a male. Him's big and grumpy-like. None of the patterns really do it justice on this skin. It's hard to make out. You'd need, like, a darker or black skin. Like the Limpopo River. Even then, it's hard to see the patterns. Anyway, enough about the species viewer. I just wanted to show that off and take a peek at that. But let's go and see what we can do. Sandbox. Eh. Ah. Whew. Oh man, I don't know what it is with me. I'm yawning nonstop and got the sneezies and sniffles. Don't worry, it's not the Rona. I'm okay. It's non-viral. I don't know. Anyway, okay, so let's see. All the new rules, all the new changes in place. We have to restart chat. Because all of the new updates and all that have completely done away with our older ones that were, older. Okay, so I like how they have the challenge mode ones, the Chaos Theory, and then they added the campaign. That was last update, but still nifty. Oregon! Oh my gosh, yes, this sounds so much nicer. Okay, remember that PC volume. When you are playing solo and not streaming, you can do what you want with the volumes. Okay, PC is at 80. This is at 30. Okay. So let's see. We have... I am a proponent that dinosaurs are ectothermic, meaning cold-blooded. And there's evidence on both sides. I would say there's more leaning to, like, when you study, see, a skeleton is a poor substitute to study something living. You have the base frame. You don't know how the plumbing worked. You don't know how the exterior looked. You don't know anything. You can make inferences. And guesswork. And that's a lot of what goes on, is that you can infer from, like, oh, how deep or wide or where muscle attached to, like, can tell you the scars on the bone, like how much was there. Like, there are commonalities, and a lot of what we do as paleontologists is compare it to other organisms that are similar, which is why there's the comparison of dinosaurs between birds and reptiles, because they share traits of both. Dinosaurs did something only birds and mammals do, where they have their legs directly under their body. While streaming through, you always want your PC at that current level and adjust game down till it sounds good. That should hopefully solve the majority of future audio issues. Thank you, Varun. Much appreciated, sir. But I digress. So, to me, dinosaurs are cold-blooded. Sorry for the science lesson. I know you guys, yeah. So, I've always liked the 93. But probably the best map in general is the 2015, just because it's not. In fact, let's go with 2015. So now we could do 2015 with Jurassic Park aesthetic, but and I really do like the Jurassic Park. Oh, they added I don't know. We'll go with this. I had a request from a viewer, to make a Triceratops Park, so we will try that. So custom, we want this totally sandbox. We don't want it flattened. We do want Jurassic. Egg failings off. No disease. Unlimited lifespan. No escapes. No comfort. No combat. No initiating fights. No aggression. Unlimited power, yes. Infinite fuel, yeah. I mean, we want the whole gamut here. Unlimited cash. Whoa. Everything on easy mode. Contracts off. Narrative events off. And I think narrative events are the ones where they're like, oh, there's an outbreak of ichthyosaurs around, the Bahamas. Go and catch them. Which is kind of nice, because it gives you free dinosaur reptiles. Scientists, no. We don't have to worry about any of that. No expeditions, no research. Task time, I think 10% is the super fast. With no weather, like a terrain normal, because we could have... actually, I'm going to go with expanded here, which should keep the normal, not flattened. All right, let's start her up and make a Triceratops Park. Triceratopses, ceratopsians. Ooh, clever girl. Robert Muldoon's last articulable words, because he then got his face chewed and was just screaming until he died. Okay, which the actor died later of cancer a few years later, which was sad. Okay, so we should be able to, yeah, we can now build, we have all of this to play with. And I noticed something that they did here. Frontier changed it, so when you go flattened, it removes the entry point here with the monorail and the Jurassic World, and it removes the control center, etc., etc. So, yeah, now playing expanded leaves it as if it was normal. It just gives us more room to mess around with, which I appreciate. This map was already just big, but now it's just bigger. Because I do play with mods. I have, like, expanded... Oh, let's make it so it is... oh, whoops, we wanted sandbox settings. We want it to be day. There we go. It's always daytime. It's always daytime here in Jurassic World. So yeah, I've got expanded fences, expanded parks, expanded terrain tools, etc. So I can just basically anything that gives me a lot more creative freedom. Okay, so now that everything's unlocked, because we don't have to worry about that, let's get our main thoroughfare going. About to the edge of the jungle will do there. Some of these I am gonna have to do mouse and keyboard, which does give me more freedoms, I guess you could say. All right, so for example, let's just get rid of things here. I want to get rid of everything we can right around there. Whoops. Maybe not there as much. I mean, that's supposed to be hidden from guests. I can't get over how perfect this audio is now. Holy crap. Oh, well, great. At least we figured it out for Jurassic World. Can I turn this just a little bit? There we go. I'm hearing music. Hold on. Tell me that I have the audio mute licensed music. Okay. So, okay. Anyway, let's add back some forest here. No, not... There we go. There we go. Okay, yeah. That's much better. Repaired the damage, because visitors aren't supposed to see the control center. They're supposed to see the happy park, which is gonna be all Triceratops or Ceratopsian themed. So let's get to it. So our main thoroughfare, we want, okay, what is this? Oh yeah, the amphitheater? If it wasn't, desert themed, I'd pick that. But we are gonna have us an innovation center. Okay, here's where mouse and keyboard again. I prefer playing with a controller, but I just get so much more control with this, with the mouse and keyboard. Like, you can line it up just so perfectly. The degree of sensitivity outmatches any controller. There we go. So got the innovation center up. So, you get off of your monorail here, which the first thing people are gonna want is a bathroom. Multiple bathrooms, because, a lot of people getting off of that, they get here on their plane, like, they probably fly to Mexico or somewhere, on a airplane, then they board a boat, or maybe they take a plane directly here. I know that some of the islands had landing strips. And then you get on your monorail, and it takes you all the way from who knows where, you can't even see it, through a tunnel. You finally get here. You gotta pee. Again, remembering current PC volume should mean this fix will work for pretty much every game. That said, the swells in music hit just a tad high. Try 25 for game audio. I mean, it's still great as is. All right. Audio. I could turn the music down. Let's turn that down to 75. So maybe the music swells aren't as high, but the rest of the volume is still fine. Anyway, so these guys, so we are putting a bathroom here. And as far as attractions, because this is a park, we do want there to be large amenities here. You get off, maybe you're hungry, maybe you don't, you know, it's just you and your wife or whatever. So, large amenity, and we want drinking. Let's line that up. That one. And then we want another large amenity, this one to be a gift shop of some kind, which we want, like, right there. And then an emergency bunker we eventually do want. What is that? Another emergency shelter? I like the... Yeah. Large hotel, restroom, and a monorail. So the large hotel... I mean, we can add that, but right next to the shops and everything, let's hold off. Okay, so... and attractions, we did want the guest attraction. So, there we go. I was like, doesn't that, like, auto-snap? So we do want that. There we go. So you get off of your thing, and there's a bathroom. You're like, oh, thank goodness. You run in there, do your business. And then there's shops and all that. If you need to, attractions. You know, you can sit down, you can eat. So, let's change this. What is this? This is... Oh, I'll need to guess first. Which... yes, very good. Because the rest of the audio was perfect. It was just the music. Turning it down separate. Very smart. Thank you, Varun. That's kind of you to say. I appreciate that, sir or madam. Much... I'm presuming, sir. Much thank you. I like how the Innovation Center comes out here, and you can see, like... unedited jungle, I guess. Speaking of editing, let's go and smooth out a bit. Yes. Intensity, slope, radius. Okay, so let's just smooth everything. At least around here. Yeah, there we go. So things are just nice and flat. Okay. So in our trade, so we can even make believe, pretend that this is just a separate section of the island that's just like, if you want trikes, you come, like if you want ceratopsids, you come here. You're like, oh boy, you know, we can go to Carnivore Caraval, and then, I don't know, try Ceratopsian Cerapade? I don't know. We'll have to think of a name, chat. But we can just... This is a separate section that, you know, like, instead of just having everything jumbled together, which is nice for a tour, you'd want that in the main section, your main section. You want a little sampling of everything. But if you really want, like, the whole thing, it's like, oh, if you know... You can go over to this section. It'll have, like... Say you just have one species of Triceratops at your main thoroughfare, or Ceratopsian. You know, one species of everything to give everybody a little something, you know. Just walk around and enjoy. But if you're, like, a super fan, you're like, oh, I gotta see all the Ceratopsians, and I get a hug and pet a Protoceratops, and maybe try and sneak one home as a pet. Don't tell my roommate. He would flip. He'd be like, oh, I ain't... Like, if you had a Protoceratops for my roommate... He'd be like, yeah, and he'd never let it go. Like, security, help, dinosaur theft. Okay, so Authentic Sushi, we can, and again, I like how we can change all these, so let's see if we can't edit. I've never done this before. Concrete, wood panels, Jurassic Park, Jurassic World. Okay, so they're just those three. So the building style is concrete or wood panels or Jurassic Park. Roof style, same thing. Entrance style. Entrance location. Oh, okay, that's interesting. Okay. Roof decorations, metallic. Let's see, thatch. Okay, no roof decorations. Thatch 2, setting. Ooh, there we go. A seating with plants. Like, yeah, ooh, with a canopy? Do we want the plants or the canopy? Because I do want seats up here. Rather than, you know, because it's a restaurant. It's a... No, these are action figures, so hold that thought. We might just go with the metallic columns. What is that? That's shopping. So for food, we definitely want to change the... because we want more places for people to eat. Remember, it will be best to have more than just ceratopsians, since most dislike other ceratopsians. Plus, ceratopsians tend to like Inky, so maybe a ceratopsian Inky park? Ooh, that's a good idea, Varun. You're a genius. Yes. Yes. That's true. The ceratopsids don't get along with different ceratopsids. Anyway, so on this restaurant, we have seating, because I want to make use of it, more people to dine. So there's a seating with a canopy, or the seating with plants. Because we're in the tropics, I'm thinking maybe, well, who would eat outside in the rainstorm anyway? So, although you do want shade, because it is tropics, so... do we want the canopy or the plants? I'd probably go with the canopy, because it adds more function. Ground decorations. Banners. Okay. Ooh, the trees. Ooh, the trees. Ooh. Or the canopies with the bamboo. Smaller plants with trees. Small plant. Oh, yeah. More tables and chairs. This is a restaurant. I'm probably going to have to go with the more tables and chairs. Yes. There we go. Now, entrance location. Left angled, right. Okay, so... and sign. I'll have to figure out what we're eating. Fish, burgers, sushi. Like, when you get off of here, what is this restaurant serving? Right now, I have it as authentic sushi, but... And that's for... Oh, I forgot the 4 categories. There's normal people, and there's, like, adventure, and then something, and something, and something. I forgot. Is there, like, a... amenities, food... Okay, what are the types of people? God darn it. We'll come back to that. Anyway, so from here, if this whole park is going to be that, then we definitely need our enclosure, our hatchery. So you can come out here and there's a hatchery. So this is going to require a little bit of editing. So for one, let's smooth everything here. And actually, let's get rid of the water. We can add more in later. And definitely get rid of the plants for now. Since Stegi, or, yeah, don't put Stegosaurus with Triceratopses. That's a no. They definitely do not get along. Okay, so we want a nice open area here. Yeah, there we go. And yes, we wanted it to be smoothed. Again, nice and flat. So we can re-add things as we go along. Ceratopsians and Yankees are like big old dino cows. Gotta serve steak? That's fences. We don't want fences. We want... Oh, that's right. We want our luxury main thoroughfare out of here. Okay, I'm pretty sure I don't need the mouse for this. No, that looks like it fit. Okay. Now, for viewing purposes, especially since this is... Yeah, we can just go with a... Actually, isn't there invisible fences? Invisible barrier. Yeah, we can just make it look like they're there. Or we can just fence them in with decorations. That's a trick I learned even without mods. You can just place like rocks and stuff, and the dinosaurs can't get out. So I found that interesting. Let's add advanced equipment and... What do we want? Accelerated growth? I mean, it's instant anyways. Extra scientists, additional bays, storm... We don't have to worry about storm defense. Let's have additional bays. There we go. So we are going to make things. So we can go with invisible fences. We can go with low. So invisible barrier, invisible wall, invisible wall. I don't know what the difference is between a barrier wall and a wall. Although we can, if we wanted to keep like an aesthetic, we can just do a small chain link fence. There we go. A chain link fence, you know, which I think would like... It looks nice. The low fence, small chain link fence, invisible. Like this one, I think keeps the dinosaurs in, but you can't see it. So we want to go 3 out and 3 up. So like... It's like, how do you keep your dinosaurs in? Well, we have this barrier, and they have implants, so it's like a non-aggressive shock collar. Okay, I was like, where's the other one? Help, I lost it. There it is. Okay, they're all connected there. Okay, so our first order of business is going to be trikes and ankies. So filters, let's do herbivore. There we go. Ankylosaurus. And we can't do a bumpy. Oh yeah, let's get rid of... So 100% chance to be humble, 100% chance to be social, and 100% chance to be defensive. And let's make a bumpy, just one, because it's bumpy. So begin task, select eggs. There's one right there. Begin task, done. So we have a bumpy. Wait, what do these guys get along well with? They like, ceratopsids, compies, sauropods, ornithomimids, ceratopsid, hadrosaurid, pachy. Okay, so now let's go down, because now we have the big boys of the bunch. So let's go to triceratops, because we have bumpy. Triceratops, we can do a... my favorite skin is the 93 because of the osteoderms and stuff, but you can't color it, which makes me sad. Okay, so they are social and strong. Save. Select egg. Social and strong. There we go. What are these other ones? Aggressive. Aggressive? No, thanks. Because I want one, and then I want to do like a whole batch where they're... Ooh, yes. Natural-looking park design. I like. Thank you. So we're gonna have, like... I do want to do, like, herds and have just all their colors randomized. I think it was Varun who you told me that you liked a certain base skin and you wanted the patterns to be random. But anyway, so begin task. So now we have two. What are their needs? Let's look at that. So what are these guys? I have their needs turned off, but I want to at least ground fiber, forest, and water for trikes. Ground fruit, ground leaf, and open space. Okay. So actually, let's enlarge those. There we go. This tells me where. I want to come out a little bit. I wanted to extend it 4 up. Yes, so that missed. So we're gonna connect it from here. There we go. There we go. So you totally can't see it. But it's there. Okay, so this is gonna be tricky because they all have different needs. They like ground. Oh my goodness. Ankies like ground fruit, ground leaf, open space. The trikes like ground fiber and forest. So let's try a smattering of all of that. Because I know we can mix and match here. So we want ground. There's ground leaf, ground fiber. I was referring to the rocks to keep them in. I was on actually complimenting your current park. Sorry, confusion. As for the skin, I like it's the Svalbard one. Okay. So ground fiber, ground leaf. Ground fiber, ground leaf. Wasn't there... This does not count as forest, so... Okay. That was the ground fiber. Ground leaf. Wasn't there a ground nut? Ground fruit. Ground nut? Ah, I cannot remember now. What are these guys? Ground fruit. Ground fiber. Ground leaf, ground fruit. So what did I have? We had ground leaf, ground fiber. We need ground... I can never remember. Ground fruit, ground leaf. Okay. Ground fruit and ground leaf. Okay, so here's these. We can also do a smattering here. Okay, and then yeah, we'll just have to see, because I think minimum population, so Ankies can get along. Triceratops minimum population is 2. We need another trike, which means we can now do a batch of these and randomize. Svalbard and random pattern. There we go. Select aggressive, dislikes and threaten. Let's just do these ones. Okay. Oh, It might also help if they had, you know, water. Just saying. So let's put water there, and there is somebody outside my window in my driveway. He works for the park I live in. Now I forgot what I was saying. Water. Oh, another thing we need. We need the... That's right. Trikes need forest. Thank you for reminding me. I knew I was forgetting something. Okay. So... There. Hopefully that will be enough. Alright. Again, I have their needs turned off, so... Alright, let's release Bumpy! Bumpy! She's so cute. I wish they'd let us have little babies. That would be nifty, like the baby Spinoceratopses. Bumpy!
They call this the Ankylosaurus. I call it an armored ball of walking, breathing trouble. Still, some might call it charming, amusing, delightful. Each to their own.
Okay, so... She's doing her territory. Which... She's missing ground leaf? I thought I had ground leaf. That's ground... I could have sworn I did ground leaf. 4% ground leaf. Well, she's still expanding her territory. So, in the meantime... Let's release the 93 trike. Which, see, it's those scales and those patterns, like the bumps in her skin and all of that, I like, because the other trikes are just smooth. These ones are more paleo-accurate.
While the parks have become famous for dinosaurs,
yeah, see, look at those.
It's not quite the way we want. Hopefully, working together, we can change that. Sorry, I meant to introduce myself. George Lambert, security specialist. Our challenges are many. So let's not waste any time.
Let's release the others with the random patterns. Oh.
What can be said about the Triceratops? Ooh. This is one of those dinosaurs that really defines our business. People want to see them, and we want to share them with the world. Don't let that fearsome appearance fool you. Those horns are mostly for defense and impressing other Triceratops. This animal is an herbivore. It can be a star attraction or a security nightmare if it turns those horns on our fencing.
A guest gate? No. Guest gate classic, Jurassic World. No, I just want a normal, normal gate. It's gonna be weird that there's just a gate sitting there. Is there an invisible gate? That's a low wall, like... They don't have invisible gate. Okay, I'm gonna have to... Okay, that's... Sure. I also don't have a response facility. Okay, so how are these guys doing? They're missing forest, which figures. Trikes are never happy. Everything else is good, they're just missing a little bit of forest. What about the Anky? Where's Bumpy? Bumpy is missing ground leaf. A lot of ground leaf. Okay, there we go. And we want forest. So hopefully the trikes are happy. The trikes are satisfied. Where is the Anky? Where's Bumpy? There's Bumpy. Who also is content? Oh, you can rename. So I'm gonna actually rename her Bumpy. Bumpy with a P? Bumpy? Or Bumpy? Should I name her Bumpy like a bumblebee? We'll just do Bumpy. There we go. Bumpy. And then it's just trike 1 through X. Okay, I'm gonna clear a bit of the... That's the problem with having invisible walls. You don't know where things are. I might need to add a little bit more water. Like, let's... There we go. Yep, the Anki barely has enough ground leaf, ground fruit, water, all that. But it counts. And these guys have... They're good. Ground fiber, forest water, so everybody's happy. Not that it matters, because I have that setting turned off, but everybody seems to be just fine. And for my sanity, I'm going to add sand at the bottom of the water. There we go. Oh, quit your honkins, you guys. See, like, the skin difference between these guys... Like, the 93 looks great. I just wish you could color her, because these guys are a little plain looking, but meh. Okay, so we have our first Trike and Anki park. I guess, or exhibit. I guess. So, we can... Since they don't get along, we are going to have to create other ones, but they can branch out. So let's have some heading this way. Also, we can put in decorations, like the, you know, this being the Triceratops exhibit. Lagoon, aviary, lagoon, tour, gyrosphere. That's another thing we can add. Brachiosaurus, carnivore. What's the Herbie? Okay, Triceratops enclosure. There we go. Let's add a viewing gallery, and you know what? We can also add a tour. Here we go. Oh, do we want a gyro tour or do we want a drive-through safari tour? That's a good question. The gyrosphere is nice. And it's a little more thick and can stand with, like, if you piss off a trike, which is, you know, these things are like elephant-sized, it can hold up. But they have safaris in Africa and just big trucks. Let's get rid of that gate right now. Actually, let's get rid of this. The hatch... Something is preventing the hatchery? What? Oh, is it because the Anki's right there? Like, I can't demolish because of the Anki? Would you move, Bumpy? There we go. So let's add the normal Jurassic tour. Let's add the path to this, actually. Extend that. There we go. There we go. You want this to come right up to the tour. Okay. Whoops. Edit route. Do we want road or... We don't want a gate. We can... Oh, yeah. Oh, wait. We also... We can have these connect and have another section over here. So we can actually have the lab way off here, and then they can just drop in Ankies as needed. Since... Oh, yeah. Let's open the park. And this needs to be connected to something, but we can connect that to a monorail system. Okay, I'm gonna need mouse here. Hold off on the track, the paths. No, we just want a normal standard path for this. This is the workers and stuff. And we want another, we want to connect it to another one over here so we don't have to snake through. Yeah, actually, I want the luxury wide path. No. I guess we can put the monorail there. And then connect these. Okay, so... Ooh, that is sensitive on this here keyboard. Oh, well, I don't need power. There we go. There, now all the buildings are technically connected. The workers can take their work monorail. Which, oh, that looks horrible. Hold on, I can't. Okay, so... Yes, we want it like... Actually, that's perfect. I know what I'm going to do now. Okay. We're gonna connect to this. Whoop. We're gonna connect to this one. We could have it loop. There we go. Now all the now our control center is connected, so the workers can just exit out there, get on their tiny little monorail, get shuttled over. Yes. There we go. It looks horrible, but that's okay. Okay, so now we need more trikes and Ankies because we're going to connect enclosures. As far as the natural decorations, like you were suggesting, Varun, I believe that's in the environment, and yes, you use rocks. Big old rocks. To dot along and make a natural enclosure. Alright, so how is everybody? Is the Yankee content? The Yankee is content. How are the trikes? The trikes are happy. So these guys are doing okay. So now we are gonna, and you would never be able to tell. So I'm gonna add more to the cage this way, and then back over here. I'm gonna make this big with a dividing line in between that you'll never know. Yes. And that is interesting. Path just connects. Ooh, that's gonna bother me though. There we go. Yes, less of an incline. So, okay, you can take the, yep, there's the monorail, taking the workers there. Which I actually should probably do a replacement and change that to a facility path. Employees only here. There we go. Employees only. So it prevents the normal guests from going there. Oh, look at that. We actually have guests going in and out of our buildings, which we will come back to and make all pretty like. Okay, so enclosures. Fences. Invisible... what were these? Doesn't say. I forgot. Fences, we can go... I guess that does it? It's just a invisible wall? Anyway. We can add one more, and I think the rest go this way? Yes. There we go. Oh yeah, as far as our Hammond Creation Lab, which we kind of need, or otherwise known as the hatchery. Ooh, we could have the hatchery just be right here, as a matter of fact. Okay, and then the dinosaurs are airlifted in. Okay. Ah. Okay. Oh yeah. We want additional bays and advanced equipment. Don't really need advanced equipment, but we have it just to... Yeah. So, what else do we have as far as Ankies and Trikes? Critosaurus, named after the late Michael Crichton. Oh, look. People back in the day, when I was growing up, when you had to read the pronunciation guide, they'd be like, it's a diplodocus. No, it's diplodocus. Just like how it infuriates me when people are like, oh, it's a Parasaurolophus. No, it's a Parasaurolophus. But anyway, Crichtonosaurus, what do they need? What do they like? They like sauropods, ornithomimids, ceratopsids, hadrosaurids, and pachyes. So I guess if we're going alphabetically, we can do... Let's see if we can't match them by their environmental needs, which we should have done in the first place. So these guys like forest and ground leaf. These guys like ground fruit, ground leaf, ground nut. Jeez, what do Yankees like? Ground fruit, ground leaf. These guys like that and ground nut. They both like open space, so that's good. Here we have Europrocephalus. They like ceratopsids. They like ground fruit, ground leaf, open space. What do these guys like? Ground leaf. Do these guys like ground leaf? They do. They both like ground leaf and open space. This one also likes open or ground fruit, so that's a plus. Minmi likes ground nut, ground fruit, open space. What did Chasmosaurus like? Ground leaf. Oh, forest. 19% forest. Need 39% open space. Okay. What's after Minmi? Nasutoceratops likes... Ooh, they like their forest and ground leaf. Nodosaurus likes... Oh, ground leaf? They both like ground leaf. This one likes open space. This one... Okay, but this one just likes ground leaf. Or the Nodosaurus. So, what did Chasmosaurus like? Also ground leaf. 19% forest. So I think we might have something here with the Chasmosaurus and the Nodosaurus. Nodosaurus. Bleh. They don't dislike forest, but they need a lot of open space. What else? Pachyrhinosaurus likes forest. Pentaceratops also likes forest. Polycanthus likes ground leaf. Sauropleta likes ground fruit, ground leaf. Sinoceratops likes, again, forest, ground fiber. Styracosaurus likes ground fiber. Oh, and forest, 48%. Torosaurus likes ground fiber. We already have trikes. Okay, so all the ceratopsids typically seem to like forests, and all the Yankees like open areas. But the best I think we can do is Nodosaurus for ground leaf and open space. What other ceratopsids can do with that? Ground leaf. So the Nasutoceratops, the Chasmosaurus, ground leaf. Which one has the least amount of forest requirements? This one is 19. Nasuto has 64. That's a no. These guys like ground fiber. We want ground leaf. Ground leaf, forest 35%. Ground fiber. Ground fiber. Ground fiber. What do actually trikes like? Ground fiber. How much forest do they need? 48. Trikes like their forest too. So looks like we're gonna do a Nodosaurus and a Chasmosaurus. Okay. Cause they both like, what was it? They both like ground leaf, open space. Okay, so let's put in ground leaf. Because they need that. Them are ground leaferes. Ground leaf. Lots of ground leaf. Okay. Ground leaf. They do like water. I mean, Who doesn't? Let's actually have a bit going through here. There we go. Oh, I'm surprised I got that so well contained in the box. Now we just need a sprinkling of forest in there. Because that should count. And again, it doesn't change anything, but for my sanity, yes, I'm gonna make the bottom of the water sandy. Leave me alone. Okay. That should be enough for the Chasmosaurus. In this one, we're just going to do random skin patterns everywhere. And the only thing is they're just going to be social. And what was the other one? Nodosaurus. Again, random patterns everywhere. And they're gonna be social and defensive. Alright, select eggs. What is this one? Aggressive? We don't need anybody aggressive here, sir. Alright. Nodosaurus. Begin task. Alright, so let's release via airlift.
Asset requiring collection.
So the release is in progress, of which we can greatly speed that up.
Asset has been collected. Confirming asset delivery.
Hi, I'm Claire Deering. I'm extremely passionate about the dinosaurs and about our responsibility to take care of them.
Asset delivery confirmed.
There we go.
Talk about the opposite of subtle. And I don't mean Owen. No, this is the Chasmosaurus. It has dynamic coloring and these large openings, called fenestrae, in a frill that rises above its head. This is a dinosaur that says, "Look at me." So, maybe a little like Owen.
I do like the pattern on some of these. Okay, yeah, we only had the 4. Okay, and these ones we can now release via airlift. And I think there was only 3. There we go. Let's speed it up here, because they do it one at a time.
Asset in transit.
Plunk.
Asset has been delivered.
Plunk.
Okay, what we have here is a Nodosaurus. This dinosaur tends to be shy and likes to keep to itself. And it has a thick skin. Sort of the opposite of Owen.
Okay, that is a hideous color pattern. That we got an albino, it looks like. And this one is even more albinoed. Okay, but how are their needs? Okay, great. Everything met. Water, open space, ground leaf. Okay, and how are the Chasmosauruses doing? Also great. Forest needs are met of 31%. Open space, water. Okay. And when I eventually get there, the track will run through here because now we can add more. Let's add this way. Whoops, bonked the mic, deafened everybody. Let's get rid of. Let's do a little deforestation here. Let's smooth everything out. Okay. There we go. So these guys seem to like a lot of the same thing. And if I recall, they do not like... Dislikes, yeah, other ankylosaurs. So... Trikes and Ankies of different species get along, but Trikes and Ankies do not. So, okay. Sure. Like, if I were to remove this middle barrier, they would be all up in arms. Okay, so, speaking of which... Oh, no, it's so much faster. Like this. Okay, so I need to add, how do we zoom? Thank you. I need to add a little bit there. So just a little on this corner. Okay, I can do that. I think I overdid it a little. No? If anything, it's underdid over here, so to speak. Okay, anyway. Now we can add more of the fencing. Admittedly, lining up invisible things is a tad tricky. There we go. Ah, okay. So same thing as before. They need water and trees and stuff. Okay, so we have now the Chasmosaurus and the Notosaurus. What's next? The Critinosaurus, which needs everything under the sun. Oh my gosh, ground fruit, ground leaf, ground nut, open space. The others need... Well, what's the next ceratopsid? Or Anky? Uroplacephalus? Minmi. Where's the ceratopsid? Pseudoceratops? Ground leaf. A lot of forest, though. These guys like all of their open spaces. Goodness. Me oh my golly gosh. Okay, so let's spruce this place up a bit. These guys seem to be happy. We can work on this now. Okay, yeah, see, now we need... a vegan buffet? And... skeleton display... bench seating? There we go. Jeez. Okay. And sign vegan. Oh, it is a vegan buffet, so okay. A vegan restaurant. Now do we want concrete? Do we want wood? Let's go with wood. Large Jurassic World entrance. Medium. Medium, we can get more space on the top. Yeah, let's go with a medium. Small? No, we'll go with medium. Entrance. Left angled for when you get off. You can immediately... Oh, there's... Like, you're looking around. Where's food? Oh, there's a vegan restaurant. Okay. So you can kind of be Ground decoration, tables, chairs, signage, vegan. Okay, now colors. We'll come back to that, but I think we did good on our foodstuffs. No, that took away some of the seating. So, left angled. We can do left entrance, but since it is about wow, you can even look in. Let's just do a central entrance there. There we go. And for drinks, I don't know what a boba is, but bottled water, connoisseur coffee, ginger beer. Ugh. I don't know what kefir is. Ooh, kombucha, loose leaf tea, root beer. Everybody likes root beer. Smoothies, sodas, superfood juice. Yogurt drinks. World teas. Okay. We need something that appeal. Well, I guess boba, but ginger beer. Root beer. It's a root beer shop. Don't know what boba is. Let's see. Ginger beer. Ginger is so gross, though. I mean, if people buy it, I'm not gonna say no because it's bad business. We need bench seating and an entertainer. Jeez, and we still need play zone. Skeleton display. Man, what if we went to an entertainer? Man, we still need the what appeals to people? Superfood juice? Okay. I guess I don't know what a superfood juice is. But we have bench seating and an entertainer. We'll come back to that. The toy shop. Yes. Action figures. Artwork. Beads. Books. Dinosaur adoptions. Oh, I hope I didn't say that too loud. My roommate hears that, he's gonna be like, yeah, and he's gonna rush out and get himself a Protoceratops. Like, I'm not responsible for walking your Protoceratops. A smart plushie? What's the difference between that and a dumb plushie? Action figures are nice. Dinosaur adoptions. Shh. Don't say that too loud. My roommate might hear. What do we got? We need books. It'd be good. Dinosaur adoptions we don't need. Fossilized teeth. Key rings, please. Park sponsorship. We need t-shirts, I guess, and charity boxes, and entertainer. We've got to get that green up. Okay, books. We still need the green up. Jeez Louise. How's a fossil display? There we go. What if we got rid of the entertainer? Dang it! YouTube, Varun? Adoption noises intensifies. Alright, okay, where's the dinosaur adoptions? Still need more green. There, now we have an aquarium, entertainer, and charity boxes. Jeez. Actually, we don't need the aquarium so much as water feature? What if we just took this away? What do we get? We need more of the green, whatever those are. Fossil display is not enough to cut it. Skeleton display, which, how's that different from a fossil display? But sure. Okay. You've now adopt a dinosaur. What is this? An aquarium? No, we want the cinema. Everybody likes going to the movies. Appeal is plus 100. I guess it didn't change that. But yeah, the cinema. It's even across the board. Everybody likes movies. The outside doesn't matter as much if you're not panels. Jurassic Park. Do we want wood panels or do we want concrete? Roof style doesn't matter. Size doesn't matter. Location. Metallic columns. Yeah, since you're not going to be up on top of the roof. Wooden columns. Yeah, let's go with everything wood. And I guess the roof doesn't matter since you're not going to be seeing it, but aesthetically, yeah. Skulls feature, banners. What are the banners? There we go. Large planters and trees. Small. Let's go with large. There we go. That looks nifty. It's like, okay, there's the movie theater. Like, you know, you can go have, like the plaza we have in the town I live in. There's a movie theater, and then it's dotted with several restaurants and all this other stuff. Right close by. We even have an Applebee's. And a Red Robin. Yum. You can now adopt a baby something. The Innovation Center, huh? Whoop. What else do we have for guests? Viewing platform. That's true. We do eventually want a nice viewing gallery. Actually, we can put the path for said viewing gallery right here. Because we do want to see them Triceratops. Okay, so we can actually go a bit further with this. About there, maybe? A bit much, but sure. This does help me line it up at least. Okay, viewing gallery now constructed. I don't see anything. This viewing gallery does not work. Huh. It's because there's nothing there. Anyway, what else can we add? An emergency bunker. We can have one of those. We also can have yet another bathroom. I said bathroom, thank you. Right across from the emergency bunker. Hooray! I do like how they at least made this look, like, not scary, like, welcoming. Like, it's got the aesthetics and all that, so it's like, it's just in case. You know, it's not the quick everybody to the weird emergency, but like it's out in the open. Oh, hotels. We definitely need to add some of them. So, you know, for people to stay at. Let's do it over here. Large hotel. Ah, crap. Okay, so I think right there did it. There we go. Can't we change how this looks too? No. Okay, show view. Ah, I see two thingies. Two who's who, what's it's, because the... Yeah. So there we go. It's a small hotel. Like, even though it says large, this is small. In my opinion. But, you know, we're not... It's just a representation, I know that. What else do we need? Small hotel, large hotel, we got the monorail, emergency bunker, we got the amenities, okay. Attractions, we can have... When I'm done, I do want to put the long ones, like... Ooh, actually. That one goes good right there. Like, you get a hot spot for everything. But we aren't done yet. We have the Innovation Center. Since this is just supposed to be a Trike Anki Park, and it does look like these guys, like, this is our cutting edge technology, invisible fences. Stuff is buried underground, and all the dinosaurs have implants that, it's not like a shock collar where they're, like, hurt. It's more like magnetism. It pull, like, they can't really leave. They try, they just, like, it won't let them. But it's not painful. Yes, Rune, adoption noises intensifies. Okay. So now to fill this other section over here. What do we want? Oh yeah, and as far as decorations, let's throw some down here. We had the Triceratops pins. Jurassic World Tour. Okay, we can actually put that by the tour sign right here. Look at that there. Jurassic World Tour. It kind of says it on the... do we have like a flag for that just to let people know? What is that? Helipad, dock, visitor center. Jurassic World, just banners of different colors. Aviary, lagoon, and then just different colored banners. Okay. Decorations. I do want... I did download a mod that made the Spinosaurus more paleo accurate. Like, now you can see the tail and the gastralia and the how the hemelarches are not hemelarch, yes, words. So I do like that. But I do want us a fountain. But where would I put such a fountain? Again, you can plop these fountains in the middle, but I don't know if I do that. Could put the fountain right here. I just don't know where to put the fountain. Probably next to the hotel. Everybody likes having nice things. And we can even put the Spinoskeleton here as well for all the little kidlings. Let's not go too far. There we go. Look at that there. And that there, this is looking all fancy. We can actually plop down more decorations. The lighting. Yes, we can have the Spino skull next to a Spino skeleton. What is this? Poles? Oh, with pteranodons. Actually anatomically accurate. I can words. Ooh, amber, huh? Ooh. That looks good. Wasn't there another fountain? No! I didn't mean to do that. Yes, there is another fountain. We can have that be right here. Blocking the way. No. I do like the chunks of frozen amber, the Spino. I don't know what other decorations I would use. Jurassic World column. I kind of want that here when you, like, next to the visitor center. Or innovation center. Okay. How did we get it before? There we go. There we go. It looks aligned, but doesn't. No, they're lined up. Weird. Anyway, I do like that. You come in and it's got the... Yes, this pleases me. Okay, but we want our... This is the tour, right? Yes. We do want our tour, but for there to be a tour, we need more dinosaurs. Is there anything else we need for our guests before we move on? Other than a bathroom, which apparently this thing needs a bathroom, which... Okay, I get that. Even though the hotel has bathrooms. Sure. Anything else? We don't need a lagoon or a aviary. We have a control center. We don't need a science, paleomedical, anything like that. And decorations, I believe we're good on. The only other thing, like, these are good for the aviary. Ooh, a camera post, huh? Keeping eyes on our dinosaurs. Yes. The Indoraptor cage. Yeah, I wish these were functional rather than just literal decorate. Look at that. You can see out, like, show view. Can we change view? Yeah, look at that. Like, you're in your hotel room balcony, you look out, you see some genetic horrors and aberrations, abominations beyond your comprehension, otherwise known as cloned, weird hybrid sort of dinosaurs. Genetic modern monstrosities are a beauty to behold. Anyway, nope, I think we're good. The only other thing would be here for environment, and that would be like rocks and stuff. We can add bushes and things in the, ornament. We can have shrubs and stuff. What would that look like here? Okay. okay. Yeah, all right. Yeah. One thing I do have to critique about this mod is that it's not rendered very well. Like it's like it's perpetually stuck in a state of waiting to render, which it's a mod. What are you gonna do? But it does look more paleo accurate, admittedly. Okay. Oh. Now let's scrape up some dinosaurs. What do we had? We had the Anki, we have the Chasma. We don't have the Crichtonosaurus, which likes ground fruit, ground leaf, ground nut. Ay. Okay, ground fruit, ground leaf, ground nut. Ground leaf. Is there any way to do all of them? Ground leaf. There's 2 ground leaves. Okay, interestingly, these don't count as forest, but whatever. There's ground leaf, ground fiber. They needed ground leaf, ground fruit, ground nut. This has ground fruit, ground fiber. This is tall fruit. This has ground nut. They need ground... I always forget. What do these things need again? Fruit, leaf, nut. Okay. Just remember, fruit, leaf, nut. So, there's leaf. Leaf. So this has fruit. There's the ground nut. Fiber, and we needed leaf. We need ground leaf. Jeez Louise, you guys are big babies. Here's the ground leaf. Here's some ground fiber. Here's some ground fruit. Here's some ground nut. Here's some forest. I could actually... I mean, yeah, I could add as needed, but... Alright, so let's make a Crichtonosaurus. Random everything. You are not gonna be a grumpy critter. Alright. Select eggs. Okay, release via airlift.
Heading to pick up the asset.
Okay, while those guys are working on that, we can work on our next ceratopsid. And the pseudoceratops. Sure. Random skin and pattern. They are long-lived and social, huh? Alright, now let's just fast forward.
Commencing asset transit. Assets in the air. Delivery has been completed.
Without Dr. Henry Wu, none of this would exist. He has that drive and intensity that few people possess. My advice? Don't get on his bad side.
Okay.
Ah, the Crichtonosaurus. Named after the author, Michael Crichton. Famous for his stories about infectious viruses, sentient nanobots, and also a novel on ancient animals.
Ha.
I quite enjoyed. This is a social dinosaur that does well in groups.
Asset transported.
Do you see any resemblance between the Nasutoceratops and modern-day cattle? Look closely at the horns and their relation to the eyes. It's clear to me that as we bring these animals back to life, the connections between the past and the present sharpen, and along with it, our understanding. This is
the
what my science is all
Crichtonosaurus
about.
are good, so I guess we need a little bit more forest, huh? Alright, they have their forest, their ground leaf. And what about the Crichtonosaurus? Oh, it was a giant pain, but it looks like everybody is content. Except for me, because so help me if the bottom of the water is not sandy. I will go nuts. Okay, just to double check, everybody comfy cozy. Water, open space, ground, nut, leaf, fruit. All of them? Yes, okay. And the Nasutoceratops. Forest, ground, leaf, water. All everybody? Okay, that's a wrap, folks, I guess you could say. Whew. So everybody's contented here, and here, and here. We may not have enough to do even Steven. We may not have enough to, like, 2, 4, 6, 8 kind of thing. So far, so good. What's next? What have we not done? We have not done Europlacephalus. And we have not done Minmi. So there's also Europrocephalus and Minmi, right? Out of all the Ankies. One. Yes. And then for there's Pachyrhinosaurus, Pentaceratops. Then there's Polycanthus or Pletus, Sinoceratops, Styracosaurus, Torosaurus. We actually have one extra ceratopsid. Interesting. Okay. Very interesting. Okay, well, I do like the fact that I have all of this to build in. This pleases me. Until the next game update, and then it'll... unless I get everything, like... Yeah, these mods are only good for until then. I am proud of what I have accomplished. These gates thingies here, and I don't know why that has a little bump right there that bugs me. To the Innovation Center, we got the hotel room, which I put the shrubs in, with the, you know, nifty, and the fountain with the amber, and here's the collection of amber, and here's a paleo-accurate Spinosaurus. We got the Hammock Creation Lab, a little worker-only shuttle, essentially, monorail that leads the long way up to the control center. Which looks like it'd be a nice path. Unless you're walking in the dark. A long way in the dark. Look at that. And then you get word, like, midway through in the dark as you're walking this long, scary path that, oh, like, everything that is mean and carnivorous close to your location broke out and, you know, the tracking chips shorted. What? Like, then you're like, oh, try not to make, you know, tasty noises. Otherwise, something poke its head out the bushes and be like, you got nice soft hands and a real part of mouth. And you're like, oh. This isn't gonna end well. And they're like, no, it not for you. I don't know why the dinosaur was speaking with a southern drawl. Do we need more spaces? We have so much space. Like, I could just... If I remove the walls, though, they'd instantly, no matter how much, like, the entire island, or the entire map, they would still have the little icons of not getting along because they're mixed. And now they're all butthurt at each other. Anyway. Yes. Alright. Well, chat, I think that is going to do it for me. I need a break. I do look forward to continuing this more. Next time I do a stream, we might do a carnivore one. Or we might continue with my idea of make the Kenner world. I'm absolutely in love with that. Or we could try any number of things. I'll have to ask my roommate. I'll have to get opinions from some of my other friends, like the good Captain and a few other confidants, a femme fatale or two, and whatnot. See what she, he, they, them, thar think. Yes. And see what we can build and what different. I mean, we could go Arctic and go into Washington. We can go to Pennsylvania. We can go to Oregon or Washington. My mother used to pronounce the state as Washington. Or the washing machine or the dishwasher. It's like, she had that R in there. Anyway, so there, or we could go a desert environment, you know, with it scorched and dry, but like make an oasis in it. We could do a whole bunch of things. I just wanted to try out Trike Park, which is very basic and bland, admittedly. Like, it's just that. But it turned out okay. It gave me a few ideas to start with. But realistically, with all of this space, and I do agree, Varun, that instead of using invisible fences, because there's invisible and there's invisible, like, but they're marked, so they have those little lines in the sand, or you just put natural barriers down. Like, even without mods, that's how some people did it. They would just place rocks and barriers and natural decorations to hem the dinosaurs in, and it counted because they couldn't. If they can't get out to a guest, even if there's no fences, they're considered fenced in. I think. I'm pretty sure. Like, I'd be willing to bet on that. Not a large amount of money, but yeah, I'm like 99% sure. I'm not positive, but I'm sure. But anyway, so I know you can fence them in with natural things. What I'm not sure about is whether if you have no fences and you just use natural, if it counts for like the game flag or trigger that they're not technically out in the open, you know, with the threat to guess icon with the scratch mark looking things. Anyway, so we would call that good in the hood. Let's save this over our old Trike Park, which was in Oregon. So we're going to overwrite this. That was back on the 12th. So let's overwrite that save. Because now we are in the jungles. All right, then. Well, it was fun. I will remember these settings. Audio is down to... Actually, let me double check. And I can come back to this recording if I need to. My computer audio is at 80. And I believe the game audio is at 30. And the music is at 75. So for Jurassic World, it's 30, 75, and the computer volume is 80. All right. Well, that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed, maybe learned a little something. Again, feel free to type in comments and all that, ask me any questions. Since paleontology is one of the few areas I can claim supreme education in. You should have seen it when I was attempting to go for my doctoral thesis back in the day. In fact, my roommate knew me when I was prospecting fossils. All right. That being said, guys, not that right now a doctorate degree would really help me, because I don't have a desire to teach or work at a museum. I do like educating people. I just don't want to get paid to do it and grade papers. All right, guys. So everybody be good, take her easy, and be good citizens in mine absence. Until then, I will see you all next time. Yes. Bye.